During our month of February, we have looked for heart health. We have looked at exercise and diet, lifestyle. And did you know that there's a possibility that stretching might even help keep our blood vessels and arteries flexible? There was a study that was released last July in 2020 out of Milan, Italy, that showed that passive stretching might actually help keep our arteries and blood vessels flexible. Now, more studies need to be done to actually show that result. But stretching has so many benefits for our body, for our muscles and our joints, that if we actually get the extra benefit of having a heart healthy stretch too, that's even better. Now, passive stretching is using either a piece of equipment like a strap or your body weight or a partner to help push you into that stretch a little more. So today I'm going to use a stretching strap. There are a number of options. First of all, I do not recommend using the round tubing because it's not going to stay put. A lot of times it rolls up on a foot and it just gives you a little more chance of getting injured if it doesn't stay put. There are also stretching straps like this that actually have loops in them. I'm going to use a yoga strap because for me this has a lot of give to it, and so it doesn't really help me a lot. But they do come in different strengths or resistance is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to use a yoga strap. So this is an extra long yoga strap, but it's going to work for what I'm doing. So you could even use a towel, you could use a jump rope, whatever you have available. So we're going to start by holding the strap about shoulder width apart. Think about your posture, so pull those ribs in, tuck the pelvis, and a little tuck in the chin. Then we're going to bring it up above as far as you can, a little pause, and release it. And we're going to do that just 3 times, keeping the nice posture. And again, working within your range of movement. And then once we're up, that's when we have that little pause and we hold it. Holding it here about 10, 15 seconds. And one more time. This time we're going to hold it on the up. Now, as you're here and you're holding up, we're going to put a little pressure out on the band or the strap. Now push the right foot into the ground and lean toward the left. So our arms are pulling out on the strap. Feel that stretch through the side of your body. And then back to the center, other side. And again, holding it here for about a count of 10, maybe count of 15. And back to the center. We're doing 3 for each side. So as we're here, we're keeping that pelvis tucked in, keeping those ribs in. If you're leaning toward the right and your left arm is on top, you're pushing the left foot into the ground. Now you'll feel that stretch a little more. One more for each side. Again, hold it for 10, maybe 15 seconds, depending on you and how it feels. Now remember, as we keep this going, you're always working within a pain-free range of movement. You might feel a little tightness, but you don't want to feel pain. Now from here, we're going to bring it back down and bring it behind you. And again, you want to keep that pelvis tucked in, chin tucked in, and we're going to bring it up just as far as what's comfortable. As you bring it up, we're also pushing the arms out and then slowly lower. And again, bring it up and back. Maybe you'll only be able to come up a ½ inch or so. That's okay. Work within your range of movement. Now we're going to bring it down. We're going to keep it in one arm, and the other hand is going to pull it to the side. Hold it for 10 to 15 seconds and release it. Now I'm just going to go right to the other side, and we're going to go side to side. But you always have the option of doing all one side 3 times and all one side the other time. And pull nice and gentle, still standing up straight. Keeping the chin tucked in, keeping those ribs in. Let's do one more for each side. And other side. Now we're going to hold it with one hand and drop it behind. The other hand's gonna grab it as far as what's comfortable for you. And then it's kind of like a tug of war. So once again, posture, tuck the glutes in, tuck in that pelvis, pull in those ribs. Chin is tucked in. We're gonna bring it up, feel that bottom arm being stretched. Hold it, about a count of 10, and then bring it down and then pull it down so you feel the stretch in the top arm. And then we're gonna do it again 3 times for each side. Now you don't have to do this 3 times for each side. You could maybe do it just once and hold it a little bit longer. It depends on how much time you have to spend on stretching. Now you can even flip sides, or depending on your mobility, undo it and then do the other side. So one arm up, one arm back. Start by pulling up. Feel the stretch through the bottom arm, through the shoulder. And then switch, pull down on that top arm. The whole time, think about your posture. It's so easy to arch our back or to have our head jet forward. And one more time up, pull that bottom arm. And then pull down on that top arm. And relax. Now the next one, depending on your range of movement, we're gonna go all the way forward and back. So we're gonna grab the strap wider than our shoulders. Again, think about the posture. You're gonna bring it up. If you can, go all the way back. Now I know there's a number of you that aren't gonna be able to do this. So you're gonna go within your range of movement. Maybe you only get this far each time. That's okay. So little by little, you don't always have to come all the way forward and back, especially if you have the shoulder issues going on. Again, pain-free. If your shoulders don't like this movement, don't do this movement. Otherwise, we're going one more time. Okay, from here, we're bringing it all the way down to the floor. Now I'm gonna keep my strap long, but you could always make a loop to put it over your foot. And we're gonna start with just one leg. So we're going to put it on the foot. Opposite leg can be bent or straight. Make sure you can see me. If you have back issues, it might be more comfortable to have that leg bent up to your body. Now from here, we're gonna keep just a slight softness in the knee, and we're gonna pull the leg in. As you pull the leg in, you wanna make sure the hips are pressing down. A lot of times people pull it in and their whole body comes off the ground. But as you pull it in, hips press down. Feel that stretch, hold it for about a count of 10, and then ease out of that stretch. Relax that leg a little bit, and then pull it in. See if you could go just a little bit further than last time. And relax. Let's do that one more time. Now we're going to hold it up. We're going to wrap it around the outside of the leg, holding it here, keeping those hips in line, and we're going to let the leg open just as far as what's comfortable for your body. You can hold it for about a count of 10 and then bring it back up. Now I always remember, wrap it on the outside to go on the outside. And that way that's opening and back to the center. Now we're going to wrap it to the inside, open up that opposite arm. Actually, it's on the inside. Let's bring the other arm open, and you're going to let it go across your body. Now that other leg could be straight at this point or bent. It just depends on what feels more comfortable to you. I find the stretch a little better when that leg is straight. Keeping the shoulders down as much as possible. Holding it there, again, count of 10. And back to the center. Now from here, we're going to keep the strap on. We're going to push the heel up, bringing the toes down. Our leg is just about parallel to the floor, so we're not going to pull it in too much because we don't want to overpower stretching the calf when we do the hamstring. So we're pushing up through the heel, feel it in that calf, and then relax the foot. And then again, pull down on the strap, pushing the heel up toward the ceiling. And then relax the foot. One more time. As you pull toes down, push the heel up, and release it. From here, we're going to have a figure four. So I know a lot of you can't grab that leg and pull it in. So we're going to put the strap around that leg. And we're going to pull it in toward us. Now to feel that stretch in that glute hip area, if you're here and you don't feel much, you could even push out gently on that knee. So you want to feel the stretch in the hip glute area of the leg that's across the front. And then release it. And then again, pull it in and hold it for about a count of 10. Keeping those ribs in. Lower back is gently, gently pressing down. And release it. Do that one more time. Feel that stretch. Again, if you don't feel much of a stretch, play around with that positioning so you feel the stretch. And release it. Okay, it's the other leg's turn. So we're going to start with that band or the strap on the foot. Opposite leg could be bent or straight. And then as you pull it in, press those hips gently down. Nice deep breathing. Again, if it catches your breath and you feel pain, you always want to ease out of that range of movement. And relax. Again, we're going to pull it in, pressing the hips down. Feel that stretch through the glutes, through the hamstring. And relax. Some of you may not feel it in your glutes. For me, my glutes are always tight. So whenever I stretch my hamstrings, I feel my glutes tighten and stretch also. Okay, let's bring it up. We're going to wrap it around the outside of the leg. And we're going to open that leg to the side. Trying to keep the hips even down. Slowly bring it back up. And then again, open, hold that stretch as far as what's comfortable. You'll probably find one side has a little bit more mobility than the other side. Always breathing, inhaling through the nose. Deep exhalations as you're holding your stretch. Now we're going to wrap it on the inside. Opposite arm is going to stay down, or the same arm I should say as the leg. Opposite side it's going to go on. Straighten out that leg or keep it bent. Depends on how your body feels. Some people need that slightly bend in the leg. And we're going to cross it right over. Try to keep those shoulders down. And then bring it back up slowly. Reset it. Remember, ribs are in. Cross it over. Hold it there for about 10-15 seconds. And back to the center. Let's do that one more time. Cross it on over. Bring it back to the center. Now we're going to keep it looped or on the foot. We're going to stretch out that calf. So as the toes come down toward our face, push the heel up. Just a softness to the knee. And then just let the leg relax. Then again, pull down on the strap, push the heel up, toes are coming down. Feel that stretch from the heel down the back of the calf. And relax. Let's do that one more time. And release it. Okay, figure four. Cross that foot over. Bring the strap on the out through the leg. And you're going to stretch it on in. Again, you can always press out gently on that side. Slowly ease out of it. And again, as you pull it in, lower back, just gently pressing down. You just don't want to arch your back here. Feel that stretch in the leg. That's across the front in that glute hip area. And release it a little bit. Do that one more time. Pull it in. Sometimes it takes playing around with that position to feel that good stretch. And release it. Now we're going to put it on the back of both feet. Tuck your legs in, and you're going to pull both legs in towards you. Let's take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring the head up a little bit, as long as that's comfortable for your body. And then bring it back down. We're going to straighten up the legs and stretch them in just a little bit. Hips are staying down, knees soft. From here, bend those knees again. Pull those legs in toward the chest. Take a big breath in, bring the head up toward those legs. As you exhale, slowly bring the head back down, shoulders down, straighten up those legs. And pull them in gently. One more time, bend those legs. Take a big breath in, bring the head up toward the legs. And release it. Straighten up those legs, just a slight bend in the knees. And release. Okay, I'm going to grab the legs and roll up. From here, we're going to bring them again on the back of the feet. Sit up tall through those sit bones. Grab the strap, and you're going to hinge forward, keeping that back long, keeping those ribs in. So maybe you only get this far. That's okay. Maybe you get a little bit further. You're going to hold it again. And then ease out of it. Relax those shoulders. Reposition if you need to, so you're high on those sit bones. Pull the ribs in and then pull yourself forward. Now, as you're here, you're thinking about bringing the belly toward the legs. A lot of times people think about bringing the chest to the legs and then they roll up. So don't let your body roll up. Use the strap to pull you in. And then slowly ease out of it. We're going to do that one more time. So nice and tall. Pull yourself in toward the feet. Opening through the chest. And again, in a pain-free range of movement. So if something hurts or catches your breath, ease out of it. Now from here, we're going to keep it around our feet and we're going to bend those legs. You're going to sit up nice and tall, let the knees fall open, nice long back, and then again, pull yourself toward the legs. As you're pulling yourself forward and down, you're going to think about pushing the knees out. So knees are pushing down toward the floor, extending through the crown of your head, and then slowly ease out of it. And then do that again. Make your back nice and long. Hinge forward, pulling yourself with the strap towards your feet. Knees are pressing down toward the ground. Slowly ease out of it, and we're going to do that just one more time. Nice long back. Tuck that chin in, pull those ribs in, and pull yourself down one more time. And release it. And that's our stretching for Flexibility Friday. So you got the benefit for those muscles and the joints, and hopefully we got a little benefit for our arteries and our blood vessels. Wouldn't that be great? Hope you enjoy your weekend.